Guardianship versus independence. Guardianship is when a court gives someone else the power to make decisions for a disabled adult. It can sometimes help with safety, but it can also take away important rights and independence. I'm Brandon, your one-legged, disabled advocate in Wisconsin. Today's topic is guardianship versus independence for disabled adults. Guardianship is often presented as a safe option, but it can also remove a lot of legal rights and limit a person's ability to direct their own life. Part 1. What is guardianship? Guardianship is a legal process. A court decides an adult cannot manage some or all of their own decisions. The court appoints someone else, called a guardian, to make decisions for them. Depending on the order, a guardian may have authority over things like where the person lives, what medical care they receive, how their money is handled, and other major life areas. Because of this, some guardianships are full or plenary. In those cases, the guardian can make almost all major decisions. Others are limited. In a limited guardianship, the guardian only has power in specific areas, such as finances or health care. Part 2. Guardianship and everyday independence. Many adults under guardianship still do a lot for themselves in daily life. They may work, use technology, communicate their needs and preferences, and handle many routine choices independently. However, on paper, the guardian may still have the final say over important decisions like housing, medical treatment, or major financial choices. That gap between what a person can do and what the court order says can feel very limiting. For people who are fairly independent with the right support, a broad or full guardianship can be more restrictive than they truly need. Part 3. Many disabled people want guardianship reduced or terminated. Over time, people's abilities and support systems can change. Some disabled adults under guardianship gain skills, learn to use assistive technology, and build strong support networks. They may feel ready for more control over their own decisions. Because of this, many disabled people would like their guardianship to be reduced or terminated. They want their legal rights restored so the law matches the level of independence they actually have. In many places, a person under guardianship can ask the court to review or end it if circumstances have changed. This is often called restoration of rights or ending guardianship. The court can decide to terminate the guardianship entirely or modify it to something more limited. The process can be challenging. People usually have to show that they can make or communicate decisions, with or without support. But the key point is this: guardianship does not always have to be permanent, and disabled adults have a stake in whether it continues. If you're finding this information helpful, please take a second to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Part 4. Supported decision-making and other alternatives. Disability advocates often promote supported decision-making as a way to balance safety and independence. In supporting decision-making, the person with a disability remains a decision-maker. They choose trusted supporters to help them understand information, consider options, and communicate decisions. Supporters might help read and explain documents, attend appointments, or talk through pros and cons. However, the final choice belongs to the disabled person, not the supporter. There are also other tools that can support specific needs without removing all of someone's rights. Examples include powers of attorney, healthcare proxies, and representative payees. Professionals in courts are increasingly encouraged to look at these less restrictive alternatives first, and to use guardianship only when those options are not enough. Part 5. When guardianship may still be needed. There are situations where guardianship may be appropriate. Some adults truly cannot make or communicate responsible decisions about their personal care, safety, or finances, even with strong supports in place. In these cases, a carefully tailored guardianship can help protect a person from serious harm or exploitation. Even then, best practice is to make it as limited as possible and to leave the person with as many rights as they can safely exercise. Guardianship should not mean ignoring the person. People under guardianship should still be included in decisions about their lives and treated with dignity and respect. Part 6. Independence and self-advocacy. Independence does not have to mean doing everything alone. It can also mean having the right supports to make your own choices. Self-advocacy includes asking questions about guardianship and alternatives, understanding your rights, and speaking up about what you want your life to look like. For families and professionals, it means listening to disabled adults, considering less restrictive options, and remembering that guardianship is supposed to be a last resort because it removes so many legal rights. Guardianship is a powerful legal tool and can have lifelong consequences for disabled adults. By understanding what it is, looking at alternatives, and supporting restoration of rights when possible, we can move towards systems that protect people while still honoring independence and self-determination. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, share, and comment with your thoughts or questions.